I presented today the fact that I'd had a cardiac arrest in a public meeting and was transported to the hospital, the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham, where I was in a coma, induced coma that was, for 6 days. And then I transpired to having a quadruple heart bypass. And then I had, after that, a ICD defibrillator fitted to my heart. And hey presto, here I am. And that was all in 2011. So 8 years later, here I am to tell the story. And that experience, because my cardiac arrest was held in a public meeting, I am exceedingly lucky, besides not only having a sharp wake-up call, as the consultant said, but the fact that the survival rate in the scenario that I went through, the survival rate is literally 5% to less. So, in theory, I should be dead. But I was live at this meeting where a shed load of policemen, all of whom were first aid trained, two retired nursing sisters, and a retired female doctor. And so I suppose if you're going to have a cardiac arrest in a public meeting, make sure you choose your audience. When I had the cardiac arrest, they had to administer CPR, which is done by the police. There was no defibrillator in the village, and the police were dispatched to go and try and find one. And by the time they came back, of course, the ambulance had arrived, and the air ambulance was in the area, so I was very, very fortunate. What I would say, as a result of my cardiac arrest in the particular village in question, being no defibrillator, there is now one in the village permanently. So out of mayhem came some good news. What I would say is that you've got to be positive. You can't let these things worry you. It's always that's easier said than done. I accept that, but one's got to be quite strong-willed. But one has also got to listen to advice. One's got to control one's diet. I was grossly overweight when I had mine. I'd gone from one extreme of utter fitness, having been in the army, to one of total unfitness, becoming a civilian, and my weight went up by some 3 to 4 stone. So, was the cardiac arrest self-induced? To a degree, yes, it was my own fault. Since then, I've slimmed down. I've lost weight. I've exercised. I went from possibly, you would say, obese to a slim line, reasonably slim now. The diet is controlled by my wife. And one has to exercise and do what one is told. But I'm off alcohol. I used to smoke, but I haven't smoked since 1992, I should think. So, whatever. It's, as regards to the device and everything else one's got to go through, or one went through, as I should say, one's really got to sort of think on the positive side. Hindsight's a great word, because the guy who was two before me, who gave his presentation, he put up his slides and sort of said, these are the things that affect the heart, or things you shouldn't do. I actually ticked every single box to say that is what I actually did do, and sometimes to excess, and sometimes to great excess. Was I a party animal? Did I burn the candle at both ends? Good God, did I ever? In my youth, yes. And did it catch up with me? Yes. Did I suffer for it? Yes. Did I make everybody else suffer for it? Yes. But, I came through really because of the professionalism of the support services, namely the police, the ambulance service, both the air and the field ambulance, as I would say, the eye there on the ground, and also the professionalism of the HS, who were quite outstanding. Absolutely brilliant. People talk a lot about the NHS. Rubbish. The NHS at the coalface is quite brilliant. Fact. And I have to be grateful to them. And all I can say is thank you.